Be ready to be amazed by the first acrobatic show on the ice at Cirque du Soleil's Crystal. You can catch the show live at the Golden One Center, which is where our very own Melissa Paul is right now. Melissa, this is so cool because when I think of Cirque du Soleil, I think of Vegas, but it's actually right here in Sacramento.
Yes, I know. It's so exciting, Courtney. And the beauty is that they've actually been touring for some time. And when they come here, we finally get to see in person those high-flying air acrobatics we've come to love and known for so long from Cirque du Soleil. But as you already hinted, this is a show that you've never seen before because for the first time, they're introducing a new element, and that element is ice. That's why I have a turtleneck on, my friend, and a leather jacket because it's cold in here because just feet away is a massive sheet of ice. I'm going to be showing you in just a moment. But first, I want to introduce you, though, to the touring publicist with Crystal. This is Julie. And Julie, tell us what makes this show in itself so unique compared to other Cirque du Soleil entertainment opportunities that people have really known to love and gone to see.
Well, Cirque du Soleil always aims to push boundaries and always reinvent itself. And ice is really an element that is different from our other production, and bringing ice skaters with acrobats together into one brings the show to a different level. We have a clear narrative in the show. We've incorporated in popular songs in our soundtrack. We have projections on the ice that guides the audience through the storyline. So it is very different.
Yeah, and also too, I mean, this is an incredible, like, full sense stimulation, if you will. She mentioned the sound just moments ago. Jeremy Flint, our photographer, and I were taking in some of the soundtrack, which is so exciting. Julie, you were mentioning that for the first time too, you're incorporating some pop music.
We have 4 pop songs into the show that connects with the storyline of where Crystal is and at that point of the story, but also creates a connection with the audience because they recognize the song. So sometimes we hear sing-alongs, but it's a really remastered of each song.
All right, so maybe even a little bit of audience participation when you start to recognize that song. Like you said, you're really going to get into it. I'm loving, too, some of the visual stimulation as well with some of these costumes. Let's go ahead and talk about what we have here because there's so many different textures, use of color. You had mentioned to me earlier about the significance of words, too. So kind of walk us through what we're seeing here.
Yeah, Crystal, she is a bit different. She's looking for her purpose. She's kind of searching for herself, and she met her reflection that guides her through the story and try to find who she is. And she discovers that she has poetry within herself to be creative, so she starts writing. So we have some writings on the costume. So this is the costume of the love interest. So at some point, Crystal will meet her love interest that will arrive from the ceiling performing aerial straps. We have the hockey jerseys where Marie-Chantal Vaillancourt, the costume designer, was inspired by a crystal shattering and the triangular pieces, but they come from a bit of a surreal world, so they're joyful, they do extreme skating. So the ramps we saw on the stage, these are the guys that will actually come off them. This comes out at the end of the first half. We have a little bit more writing and the shattering of ice, and then we move to the business people where you'll speak with Michael a little later on. So he wears one of these costumes. So they're a bit more serious. They represent like life in a big city. So Crystal arrives very joyful, and she meets this very serious character, and she detracts them from their routine.
Okay, so a beautiful storyline is mentioned right here, and a number of performers from all over the world, right? How many people are involved in this?
We have, on tour, we have a total of 90 people. Wow. That includes 43 cast members coming from more than 20 different nationalities. So there is talent everywhere, and Cirque du Soleil always aims to find talents from everywhere, either you're on stage or off stage.
Okay, so you're talking top performers in their field coming out to be a part of this. And as mentioned, Julie mentioned, you know, this costume right here, this is actually going to be worn by a Northern California native himself, Michael. He's actually over on the ice right now, so I'm going to take you over to meet Michael. But first, I would love Jeremy here to go ahead and pan up to a bit of the scaffolding here, because what you're looking at is about a 30-foot drop from the top down. And as mentioned, Cirque du Soleil, they're still bringing the aerial acrobatics that we've all known to love from this performance. So you're going to be seeing people up there doing flips. They're going to be doing trapeze. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to have this massive sheet of ice below. It is absolutely incredible and hair-raising. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. And here's Michael, who hails from our area. You are a part of this. And what drew you here to Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, definitely. Well, honestly, I never thought I would get the opportunity to be a part of Cirque du Soleil, being a figure skater. But thankfully, they have a show on ice now, so it actually worked out to my benefit. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's different, you know, combining the two disciplines together.
And as mentioned, this is an opportunity where you got to learn a new skill set. So you've been ice skating for a very long time. Wait till you can see what this guy does. But you've had the opportunity too to learn a little bit of those aerial acrobatics, right?
Yeah, definitely. I do something called swinging poles. So there's a pole that hangs from the top of that set, and we swing back and forth with an acrobat, and I push off as he dismounts and does 2 double backflips onto a mat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your favorite part about being a part of this production?
Working with the acrobats. They're so motivating. They have such a different type of work ethic, and so it's really cool to combine all of that together and just push each other to be like the best artists we can be.
Okay, and Michael, can you give us a little example of exactly what you're able to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go ahead. So we're going to have Michael go ahead and take it away here. Very impressive. This is a performance you guys can come see here at the Golden One Center this weekend. Cirque du Soleil's Crystal. They're going to be down in Modesto the following weekend, so the first weekend of April. Michael, thank you so much. You did such a great job. Congratulations. Everyone, thank you for joining us here at Sack & Co. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. as we continue to bring value home. Go see Crystal, everybody.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.